hunting the deer. I am coursing myself. They have pitched a toil. I am toiling in a pitch. Pitch that defiles. Defile, a foul word. Well, set thee down, sorrow. For so they say the fool said, and so I say, and I the fool. Well proved, wit. By the Lord, this love is as mad as Ajax. It kills sheep. It kills me. I, a sheep. Well proved again, on my side. I will not love. If I do, hang me. In faith, I will not. Oh, by heaven, I do love, and it hath taught me to rhyme and to be melancholy. And here is part of my rhyme, and here my melancholy. Well, she hath one of my sonnets already. The clown bore it, the fool sent it, and the lady hath it. Sweet clown, sweeter fool, sweetest lady. By the world, I would not care a pin if the other three were in. Here comes one with the paper. God, give him grace to groan.
Ay me.
Shut, by heaven, proceed, sweet Cupid. Thou hast thumped him with thy bird ball under the left pap. Faith, secrets?
So sweet a kiss the golden sun gives not to those fresh morning drops upon the rose, as thy eye beams when their fresh rays have smote the night of dew that on my cheeks down flows. Thou shinest in every tear that I do weep. Do but behold the tears that swell in me, and they thy glory through my grief will show. But do not love thyself, for then thou wilt keep my tears for glasses, and still make me weep. O Queen of Queens, how far dost thou excel? No thought can think it, no tongue of mortal tell. How shall she know my griefs? I'll drop the paper. Sweet leaves, shade folly.
Oh!
Who comes here? What? Longaville? And reading. Listen, ear.
Now in thy likeness one more fool appear.
Ay me, I am forsworn.
Why, he comes in like a purger, wearing papers.
In love, I hope, sweet fellowship in shame.
One drunkard loves another of the name.
Am I the first that hath been perjured so?
I could put thee in comfort, not by two that I know. Thou makest the triumphrary, the corner cap of society, the shape of love's Tyburn that hangs up simplicity.
I fear these stubborn lines lack power to move. Oh, sweet Maria, oh, Empress of my love. These numbers will I tear and write in prose.
Oh, rhymes of the guards on Watson Cupid's hose, disfigure not his slop.
The same shall go. Did not the heavenly rhetoric of thine eye gain whom the world cannot argument, persuade my heart to this false perjury? Vows for thee broke deserve not punishment. A woman I forswore, but I will prove thou being a goddess, I forswore thee not. My vow was earthly, thou a heavenly love. Thy grace being gained curses all disgrace in me. Vows are but breath, and breath is a vapor is. Thou fair the sun, which on my earth doth shine, exhalest this vapor vow, in thee it is. If broken then, it is no fault of mine. If by me broke, what fool is not so wise to lose an oath to win a paradise?
This is the liver vein which makes flesh a deity, a green goose a goddess, pure, pure idolatry. God amend us, God amend, we are much out of the way.
By whom shall I send this? Company, stay.
All hid, an old infant play. Like a demigod, here sit I in the sky, and wretched fool's secrets heedfully o'er I. More sacks to the mill. Oh heavens, I have my wish. Dumain transformed. 4 woodcocks in a dish.
You're muted. Oh, most divine Kate.
Oh, most profane coxcomb.
By heaven, the wonder in a mortal eye.
By earth she is not, corporal, there you lie.
Her amber hair for foul hath amber quoted.
An amber-colored raven was well noted.
As upright as a cedar.
Stoop, I say, her shoulder is with child.
As fair as day.
Aye, as some days, but then no sun must shine.
Oh, that I had my wish.
And I had mine.
I had mine too, good Lord.
Amen, so I had mine. Is that not a good note?
I would forget her, but a fever, she reigns in my bloods, and will remember it be.
A fever in your blood? Why then incision would let her out in saucer, sweet Miss Prison.
Once more I'll read the ode that I have writ.
Once more I'll mark how love can vary wit.
On a day, alack, the day, love, whose month is ever May, spied a blossom passing fair, playing in the wanton air. But alack, my hand is sworn ne'er to pluck thee from thy thorn. Thou, alack, for youth unmeet, youth so apt to pluck a sweet. Do not call it sin in me that I am forsworn for thee. This I will send, and something else more plain that shall express my love's true fasting pain. That would King Berowne and Longaville were lovers too, ill example, ill, would wipe my forehead a perjured note, for none offend where all alike do dote.
Dumain, thy love is far from charity. You may look pale, but should I blush, I know to be overheard and taken napping so.
Sir, you blush. As his, your case is such. You chided him, offending twice as much. You do not love Maria. Longaville did never sonnet for her sake compile, nor never lay his wreathed arms athwart his loving bosom to keep down his heart. I have been closely shrouded in this bush, and marked you both, and for you both did blush. I heard your guilty rhymes, observed your fashion, saw sighs reek from you, noted well your passion. Ay me, says one. Oh Jove, the other cries. One, her hair was gold, crystal, the other's eye. You would for love break faith and troth, and Jove for your love would infringe an oath. What will Berowne say when that he shall hear faith so infringed, which such zeal did swear? How will he scorn? How will he spend his wit? How will he triumph, leap, and laugh at it? For all the wealth that ever I did see, I would not have him know so much of me.
Now step I forth to whip hypocrisy. Ah, good my liege, I pray thee pardon me. Good heart, what grace hast thou thus to reprove these worms for loving that art most in love? Your eyes do make no coaches, in your tears there is no certain princess that appears. You'll not be perjured, 'tis a hateful thing, tush, none but minstrels like of sonneting. But are you not ashamed? Nay, are you not, all three of you, to be thus much o'ershot? You found his mote, the king your mote did see, but I a beam do find in each of three. Oh, what a scene of foolery have I seen, of sighs, of groans, of sorrow, and of teen. Oh me, with what patience have I sat to see a king transformed to a gnat. Where lies thy grief? Oh, tell me, good Dumain. And gentle Longaville, where lies thy pain? And where, my lieges? All about the breast? A coddle hoe.
Too bitter is thy jest. Are we thus betrayed to thy overview?
Not you to me, but I betrayed by you. I that am honest, I that hold it sin to break the vow I am engaged in. I am betrayed by keeping company with men like men of inconstancy. When shall you see me write a thing in rhyme? or groan for love, or spend a minute's time in pruning me? When shall you hear that I will praise a hand, a foot, a face, an eye, a gait, a state, a brow, a breast, a waist, a leg, a limb?
Soft, whither away so fast? A true man or a thief that gallops so?
I post from love, good lover, let me go.
God bless the king.
What present hast thou there?
Some certain treason.
What makes treason here?
Nay, it makes nothing, sir.
So long as it mar nothing, then the treason and you go hence together.
I beseech your grace, let this letter be read. Our constable misdoubts it. 'Twas treason, he said.
Berowne, read it o'er. How camest thou by it?
Of Costard.
How camest thou by it?
Done adramadio, done armadillo, done armistice, done...
How now? What is in thee? Why dost thou tear it?
A toy, my liege, a toy. Your grace needs not fear it.
It move him to a passion, and therefore let's hear it.
It's Berowne's writing, and here is his name.
Oh, you whoreson loggerhead, you were born to do me shame. Guilty, my lord, guilty. I confess, I confess.
What?
That you three fools lacked me, fool, to make up the mess. He, and you, my liege, and I are pig purses in love, and we deserve to die. Oh, dismiss this audience, and I shall tell you more.
Now the number is even.
True, we are four. Will these turtles be gone?
Hence, sirs, away.
Walk aside the true folks and let the traitors stay.
Sweet lords, sweet lovers, oh, let us embrace. As true as we are, as flesh and blood can be, we cannot cross the cause why we were born. Therefore, of all hands must we be forsworn.
What, did these rent lines show some love of thine?
Did they, quoth you? Who sees the heavenly Rosaline that bows not his vassal head and strucken blind kisses the base ground with obedient breast? What peremptory eagle-sighted eye dares look upon the heaven of her brow that is not blinded by her majesty?
What zeal, what fury hath inspired thee now? My mistress is a gracious moon. She, at attending stars, scarce seen a light.
My eyes are then no eyes, nor I Berowne. Oh, but my love, the day would turn tonight. Of all complexions, the called sovereignty do meet as at a fair in her fair cheek, where several worthies make one dignity, and where nothing wants but want itself doth seek. Oh, 'tis the sun that makes all things shine.
Dark needs no candles now, for dark is light.
Your mistresses dare never come in rain, for fear their colors should be washed away.
'Twere good yours did, for sir, to tell you plain, I'll find a fairer face not washed today.
I'll prove her fair, or talk till doomsday here.
No devil will fright thee so much as she.
I never knew a man hold vile stuff so dear.
Look, here's thy love, my foot, and her face see.
Oh, if the streets were paved with thine eye, her feet were too dainty for such tread.
Oh, vile, then as she goes, what upward lies, the street should see as she walk o'erhead.
But what of this? Are we not all in love?
Nothing so sure, and thereby all forsworn.
Then let us leave this chat, and good Berowne, now prove our loving lawful and our faith not torn.
I married there, some flattery for this evil.
Some authority how to proceed. Some tricks, some quillets, how to cheat the devil.
Some salve for this perjury.
'Tis more than need. Have at you then, affection's men-at-arms. Consider what you first did swear unto, to fast, to study, and to see no woman. Plot treason against the kingly state of youth, for When would you, my lord, or you, have found the ground of study's excellence without the beauty of a woman's face? Now, for not looking on a woman's face, you have in that forsworn the use of eyes, and study too the causer of your vow, for where is any author in the world teaches such beauty as a woman's eye? Learning is but an adjunct to ourselves, and where we are learning likewise is. Then when ourselves we see in ladies' eyes, do we not likewise see our learning there? Oh, we have made a vow to study, lords, and in that vow we have forsworn our books. Let us once lose our oaths to find ourselves, or else we lose ourselves to keep our oaths. It is religion to be thus forsworn, for charity itself fulfills the law, and who can sever love from charity?
Saint Cupid then, and soldiers, to the field!
Advance your standards, and upon them, lords, pell-mell, and down with them. But be first advised in conflict that you get the son of them.
Now to plain dealing. Let's lay these glosses by, and shall we resolve to woo these girls of France?
And win them too. Therefore, let us devise some entertainment for them in their tents.
First, from the park, let us conduct them thither. Then homeward, every man attach the hand of his fair mistress. In the afternoon, we will with some strange pastime solace them, such as the shortness of the time can shape. For revels, dances, masks, and merry hours, for run, fair love, strewing her way with flowers. Ha ha!